You are a glorious jelly bean, and I appreciate you. We have breaking news. The corrupt SEC has dropped its clown charges against the XRP CEO and founder, Brad Garlicbread. Baby dolls, we are actually going to crank it. This is very positive news. XRP is even reactive positively. Today, we have the juiciest crypto news show in all of crypto land, and we are going to give you a hyper pump right now. I cut this myself, by the way. This is going to absolutely crank. SEC can suck a fat one. Suck a fat cucumber. SEC have dropped their lawsuit against the XRP CEO. We're going to go through that soon, friends. We've got these other trash news. By the way, their legal officer, they said it's not just a win, mate. They said this is a surrender by the SEC. Strong words from a legal dude. You know, legal dude's very conservative. So use the word surrender. The US Fed also said we're on an unsustainable path. These types of comments, just ignore them. You know what I mean? Because why do they say that? They say that because they're like, hey, don't sell your US treasuries on the market because everybody's in a lot of pain right now. And please just hold on to them because we're going to print money anyway. That's what it means. That's what it means. You also have the US Treasury themselves calling for a crackdown on crypto mixers. Now, this is a bunch of baloney because 99.9% of all money washing, mixing, and all those terrorist financing, it's in cash, man. It has nothing to do with crypto. So they're just using these words with they're part of the anti-crypto tirade. They're just part of the anti-crypto agenda because they're scum. They're bug eaters. They're the bug eater overlords. But of course, you don't blame them as well. They want to defend the US dollar sanctity. But they're printing it into oblivion. We also have the prices. You're going to understand, friends. We're still waiting. We're like, man. By the way, this is the XRP chart. We're going to go through that. Bitcoin is still monthly candle green for Rocktober. Obviously, we are still weekly super trend waiting and waiting. We've done nothing, friends. I want to give you more juicy news, but look at XRP, by the way. This is the XRP pop on that news, plus 6%. But if you go back, check the daily chart. Oh, look at this. This was the SEC win. Yes! And then bang, see you later. So as a friendly reminder, you don't need to be reminded. You know, this is the total XRP chart. Let's put on a regular chart. This is what it actually looks like. You can see here that this is, so I know we don't have the 2017 data, we went up to the moon, but we're looking at it here, you can see we've still got a long way to go for XRP to its all-time high. That's why if you're a pumpkin and you're a jelly bean and you're a yummy donut, I'm telling you, look, XRP to the 2021 high, you're only getting a 3.4x. And I've got the full chart here just to share with you too. Like, come on, man. Like, from here, you're only getting a 3.4x, man. Now, it's probably not going to go up to the 2021 and drop because now the SEC is removed. Now it's a new cycle, etc. But just think about this type of mess. Like, it dropped, man. It retraced 85% of the move. So, by the way, obviously, a lot of XRP Army believe this is going to go to $8, $9, $10. I hope it does, man. But like, whatever goes to the 2017 high and it stops, you got a 6x after how many years? You've been waiting all this time from 2019, man. You've been waiting 5 years for a 6x. I hope it goes all the way. I hope, man, XRP, I really hope the Army takes over with the CBDCs and everything. Man, you better pray it does after holding for this long. We still got Link, by the way, at $7.30. We got total HEX around 1.1 cents. We've got the total HEX chart here. You can see it's about 1.2, 1.3 cents. We can also go back and have a look. I want to share with you too the ChainLINK chart. Remember, it flipped $8, friends. I know we're going through this a lot, but I want to just keep sharing with you. Imagine we do this green pop of justice. This is what happened in that previous, in 2019, when ChainLINK was around 50 cents, did the exact same pattern. I mean, I'm just fascinated by this. If this repeats again, that'd be crazy. 3 red weekly candles, and then reverses and starts going up. We are now on the third red weekly candle, so I guess we'll see if we pump up. Now, more on to this XRP news. Why is this important? This is important for the whole crypto industry, not just Richard Hart, PulseChain, HEX, and PulseX. They are real DeFi. They are free speech. We are also long. They are our bags, part of our bags. So we are going to obviously welcome any bad news for the SEC. Every time the SEC takes an L, it just increases the probability that Richard Hart's going to get a good result, a great result. Now, I want to tell you something, friends. I love XRP Army. I love Ripple. I don't like that Ripple dumps. I don't like that they've been dumping for 10 years. But it's a free world. You guys want to hang around someone who dumps on you? That's fine. Some people are into that. You know, I've heard some rumors about some Hollywood stars that they used to pay girls to do that type of stuff. You know what I mean? So if that's your thing, that's all right. I don't like golden showers. I don't like the caca on me. You know, I like other stuff. That's why we're going to still appreciate every single win they can get. This is a screenshot as the green candles happen, and this is the actual email. So, Mr. Brad Garlicbread. So this is him. The corrupt SEC tried to get Bradley Garlicbread. They tried to pin him down. Tried to say, "Wow, you were dumping securities, weren't you?" This is how I interpret it. They were trying to say he's an evil dumper in the shadows because XRP price hasn't gone anywhere for a long time. And they thought the XRP Army was probably going to back Judge Torment, who is the judge here. But nobody was, right? Now, you know what's interesting? This is the interesting part. Legal people who work in the legal areas of life, they all say, has nothing to do with public opinion. Nothing. It was all about everything that happened in the court. And I say that's a load of baloney. I've been able to predict so many court case decisions based off how people think and how it's going to look to the public. Many. Not all of them, but you can always feel it out. You can feel it out, friends. You already knew. You already knew without seeing any legal jargon. You're like, okay, Ripple are definitely dumping. XRP are definitely dumping. They buy all the sports cars. They take all the holidays. They have all the offices. They buy their Rolex watches. And they do, man. They do, by the way. The founders and all the managers at Ripple made a lot of money. A lot. XRP Army, you got destroyed. But XRP Army still loves them. They still love them. And of course, you're backed in a corner now. If you tell Judge Torment that you hate XRP, well, guess what? Now your already dwindled bag is going to disintegrate into paper thinness. So they tried to pin them down. Community says, you know what? It's okay. Judge Torment, noticing XRP's army of their acceptance of the dumping has been great. So every loss that they take is great. Great. That's great to see. So this is obviously PulseChain. PulseChain, PLS, real DeFi. This is PulseX, real DeFi. And this is HEX, real DeFi. This is the PHEX, and EHEX is the orange line. We're hoping that this continues as the market prices it in. If you're new, friends, please, welcome. Take a seat over there. Remember, in November, Richard Hart has his first court date type of appearance. I'm not exactly sure what happens. I think they can do like a computer or a stream just to clarify that everybody's present. But it's not really, I don't think anything particular gets done. Remember, the corrupt SEC, they're very, very slow. And I'd like to just give you a friendly reminder. Friends, just look at all these, okay? I don't like using the word influencer because that's just our default word because I'm on here. Because you know me, I'm your friend, all right? That's why you like, subscribe, belly button, all. I'm here to give you family-friendly information as long as you shock the algorithm. This is like this list of people. You can't beat this, man. You can't, all right? You show me any other coin with these voices, these megaphones ready to go, you know? So, you know, you might look at this and you might say, hey, man, what does this even translate to? I'll tell you what it translates to, okay? There is a bull market that may or may not come, okay? There's a bull market that may or may not come, and this is a megaphone, okay? This is a megaphone, and this is this. Okay, I want you to know, these people, there's 144 plus. How many? There's a lot of people here. If a minus 99.48% drop didn't wipe them out. By the way, HEX traded actually 55 cents at the top, all right? So it dropped minus 99.4849%. If that didn't make these people disappear, what's it going to take? What's it going to take? Richard Hart, right? Dickie Hart, old Dickie boy, he's gone. He's not streaming. You also have pictures of him twerking. You also have those other influencers out there, the mainstream Twitter people, the mainstream YouTube people pooping all over HEX and PulseChain community religiously, relentlessly. They're still around. What's it going to take? You can't even put a comment on one part of Earth because we're all around the world, right? So just thinking about this. This is the fundamentals that I'm thinking about. And you should be thinking about them too. Well, unless I'm here to tell you, right? What's crypto's valuation really made out of? It's not price to earnings or valuation, financial analysis. It's none of that. Because if it was, you would just go to cryptofees.info and buy every single coin here, and that's your portfolio and be done. Literally just buy every coin that's in the fee generating column. That's all you'd need. That's all you would need to do. Or you could just go to defilama.com, scroll down, and look at fees here. Fees 24 hour. Look at this. Just change it. That's it. Fees by 24 hour. Hello. Just buy all these fees. But buy all these fee generating protocols. If crypto was really made off this, then you would do that. But you've watched all my videos. You have a straight back. And you have been avoiding room temperature water as much as you can. You now see it's got to do with the people. Now, someone said to me, I think it's just because people don't understand. That's what they think. And I said to this person, no, it's you don't understand, my friend, because you think the market has to follow your idea of why it should go up. No, it's the other way around. You've got to listen to why it's going up. You have to listen yourself. What's going on here? Crypto is open source, okay? You have the tomato sauce bottle, friends, tomato sauce bottle, okay? Open source. What's open source mean? It means even if your protocol is generating a bit of money today, it doesn't mean anything as much as you think it does. Why? Because anybody with a community, for example, PulseChain, all these people are ready to funnel adoption to a place that everybody unilaterally agrees with, which is their own bags. So in one world, if you make an application, let's say you actually make an application here and it makes money, there's a $sign here. Well, guess what? This is the PulseChain community. They can just copy paste your ID. That's it. It's done. You know what's interesting? The experiment with DeFi and DEXs and liquidity, because we all thought, this is what was happening in 2020, we all thought fake DeFi Uniswap was going to completely take over with its liquidity because it was a black hole and it was just attracting so much liquidity and no one would ever want to go anywhere. That's what people thought. But now we're seeing this. Now we're seeing those big liquidity websites and stuff like fake DeFi Uniswap, they have fees, they're adding extra KYC, they're making things harder to keep the costs low. So all these other lower cost alternatives are going to repeat, and guess what? You have 144 plus people who are funneling everyone through the megaphone to get there. So on the surface, yes, if you can find some coin, oh wow, this thing's generating revenue. I'm not saying not to just ignore it. I'm just telling you, it might be good for just one cycle. That's it. Don't for a second think the market is just going to be like, oh, yep, let's price this guy out 7 years, 8 years into the future, which means that's another way of saying let's just give this guy a parabolic price pump and stay up here fair value. You're not going to get that. Instead, what you're going to see is it's going to go up and then have that same like lower high top and then come down eventually. Because it's all about the amount of people coming in. And when the people leave, the revenue goes down and that's it. The market, it's much harder than people think. Well, it's not harder. It's just different to what people think. You can't just go look at fees and revenue and look at this and extend it out linearly into the future. You got to look at the people. That's why crypto moves parabolic when you think about it. It's like if you can get the right thing, you don't get a 2 or 3 double. You know what I mean? You're getting like a 40 times your money, 40x, right? So that's why obviously it used to be 100x or 300x if you can get something big. So that's the most fascinating thing about this. So we still have a long way to go. Pulse, obviously not even minus 50% below day one sack yet as well. PulseX is still grinding along. It's about 88% down. And then this is HEX and PHEX. This is the PulseX ratio, right? PulseX to Pulse ratio. It's starting to go sideways. This is actually what I want to see. I think PulseX is it's way too cheap now. Just the amount of damage going on. And now we're just starting to increase the probability of stuff. Richard Haas seems to be coming back. I think it's just a better feeling and a better seasonal change that we're going to see. Hopefully this continues into 2024. Because the way I see it in my mind, for PulseX shouldn't have 250 million market cap. That's a bit silly. We're going now. You know what I mean? This is HEX and PX as well. And you have Pulse up here with 700 million market cap. I don't think they should be this low. There's no way. But remember, it takes time. You need a catalyst coming first. So yes, we're looking at these prices of Pulse, PulseX, and HEX, all of them down. But I know it's underpriced, but effectively based off today, it's not underpriced. What we're doing is we're saying, hey man, The market's really misreading this. The market's assuming that there's never going to be an upwards thrust in Bitcoin and Ethereum ever again to take us to new heights. And if that does happen, well, these things should get repriced much higher. So we're just waiting for that moment. Of course, it's very hard for people to think about the future when their portfolios are getting crushed, but that's what we're here for. You take the risk, you get the reward. I'm going to finish off with some angel music, friends, because at the end of the day, that's all we really have. We've gone through all this news, have all these prices, still waiting for October to finish. November's coming along. We have the Roca Negra ETF and all the other ETFs coming, but we all know, man, you ain't retiring off Bitcoin and Ethereum as much as they want to tell us. So it's a scary game. It's a scary game because there's no formula, but also it should excite you, because if there was a formula, it would be game over. Bitcoin has a stock to flow model. Ethereum also has these PE models. That's how you know it's towards the later stage of the maturity part of the cycle. I'm going to catch you next one, friends. Make sure you like, subscribe, belly button, all. Tell mom and dad XRP have won. Hopefully Richard Hart wins next. Catch you soon.